Hey everyone, it's SilverHyena. Welcome back to the channel. You might be wondering what exactly I've got planned with today's video. Well, what I would like to do is share my sketching, then transferring, then finishing up a piece, if that makes sense. Oh boy, I did not think about how to word this, and that all sounded so much better in my head. Anyways, I'm gonna be using this as an example because, well, we're approaching Halloween, and I wanted to do something a bit Halloween themed, so that's what's up with the little vampire bat chick. So these were just some practices that I was doing. I'm gonna do my sketch on here, transfer it to another piece of paper. I haven't decided what yet, but I want to show you guys the whole process just so that you have a better idea of how I work. So with that being said, let's get started. As you can see, when I start out, I can be terribly indecisive. Always keep your non-abrasive eraser on hand. Feel free to sketch along with me. I mean, the only reason why I'm going lightning fast is because of the magic of editing. This was roughly an hour and a half that I condensed. Yeah, my sketches take that long. Because I am such a fussy wuss. I swear, I am so fussy picking at every detail that where other artists, their sketches might take 30 minutes for a long one, mine usually stretch into hours. This sketchbook is a 9x12 Strathmore 400 series sketchbook. I find it to be a very nice, budget-friendly sketchbook for graphite, light ink, and even some colored pencil. However, I wouldn't recommend wet media of any sort or markers. It's just a bit thicker and more tooth than your average computer printer paper. Alright, that being said, this brand of sketchbook has been with me for the longest time. It was the first actual sketchbook I ever had. Before those times, I just used printer paper. Dark times, people. Dark times. Okay, that's enough with the sketchbook itself. The design. Originally, I had more of an evening dress sort of look in mind, with classic, air quotes, vampiric, end quote, elements in mind. But sometimes the sketch has a mind of its own and seems to morph into its own thing. That's how it evolved into the vampire school uniform sort of look, which I'm quite happy with, actually. I especially loved the collar on her vest waistcoat thing. However, instead of a cape, I wanted to show off her wings. Backgrounds. Oh boy. Those are something I'm still working on. I figured that I've drawn rocks and stones before. Gravestones shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, live and let learn, right? Okay, I've talked about the sketchbook. Now I want to talk about the pencil. The pencil I like to use. Oh boy, this thing is so old I couldn't even tell you the brand. I was given a set of 6 by my friend Alan back in around, oh geez, I think it was 2007? I know it was the Christmas when my family moved into the new house, which is now old, but it was new when we moved in. But it was the Christmas of that year I got these pencils. I ended up killing the pink one a few years back because I used it so much and I loved it so much. Eventually the little clicker, the tab that you press to get the lead to come out, eventually the mechanism in there, it just stopped working. It was done. It was retired. It didn't want to draw anymore. But overall, I love mechanical pencils. I'd highly recommend that you find one that works for you. Of course, if you prefer the regular wooden pencils that you need to sharpen, hey, that's fine too. Use what you are comfortable with. That's what's important, finding the tools you're comfortable with. For example, I love mechanical pencils. While I've used the different hardnesses and softnesses and thicknesses of different graphite drawing pencils, when it comes to doing the line art, I have a harder time using a regular wooden pencil than I do with a mechanical pencil. I much prefer the mechanical pencil, but my mom, she doesn't like mechanical pencils at all. She prefers a regular, shall we say, number 2 school pencil. My tea mug got into the frame. Luckily, none of it spilled. Hee hee. Okay, so the sketchbook is a little bit bigger than I was anticipating, and so it didn't really, not all of it showed up on camera, which was kind of irritating, but that is beside the point. Anyways, oh, I almost forgot something very important. I certainly hope that you enjoyed seeing how I just regularly sketch, not necessarily for a humongous project or anything. Okay, this one might become a humongous project, more than likely will become a humongous project, but usually I do this sort of stuff on the couch watching movies, not at my little filming station. That's usually for complete or pieces that I'm working to complete, not just the sketch, if that makes sense. I'll just put it here. Anyways, if you had decided to sketch along with me for whatever reason, post in the comments what you drew. Or even better, if you've got it posted on Instagram or DeviantArt, go ahead and tag me. I'd love to see what you guys do. Yeah, I'm gonna work a little bit more with this, but I really enjoyed drawing this character. She was a lot of fun. Very different from what I usually draw. I think that this is my first time ever drawing a bat. And with October just around the corner, I really wanted to do some stuff with a more Halloweenish theme. So here we are. The next video featuring this lovely bat lady will be involving using the light box and how I would transfer something like this out of my sketchbook onto the paper I plan to use for whatever medium I choose to do. I will probably finish her off with alcohol-based markers. just because I think that she is screaming for that, screaming for the nice bright colors. So, please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful in any way, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Post a comment. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Anyways, this is SilverHyena signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!